I want to go over something today about grunting specifically. A whole lot of people are afraid to grunt when you're in the deer woods, and I could not disagree with that more. Deer are vocal creatures. Yes, obviously, we may not hear them make as much noise as a duck or a turkey, but they still have to find one another and communicate, right? One specific thing about grunting is that volume is key. So many people will sit here and they'll do this. They'll go, and they say, oh, that's a tendon grunt. Okay, could be, but it's a grunt. Or they'll hit some deep roar. Oh, that's a mature buck. He's angry. He's fired up. Could be, but it's a grunt. At the end of the day, a grunt is a grunt, and volume is key. If you don't know who Brad Harris is, you should. Look him up. He's an old-timer who knows a whole lot about deer hunting. I love what he said on a podcast one time. He said that 4-point buck that you're grunting at doesn't know if you're saying, oh man, I sure had a frustrating night with that doe. I mean, she was just being mean and I'm pretty upset. That's what that grunt meant. He doesn't know if you're saying, oh hey, there's food over here, come check it out, man. He doesn't know if you're saying, oh, I'm angry, get over here. He doesn't know. At the end of the day, a grunt is a grunt. Does a buck do this when they're tending a doe? Sure, it's possible, but a grunt is a grunt, right? Deer are vocal creatures. It's something they use every single day. That's why volume is so important. Now, obviously, use your head. If he's 40 yards away and you're trying to close the gap, don't blow him out of there. I mean, you don't need something crazy, right? Now, if you're hunting somewhere like Arkansas, you're up in the Ozarks, right? That buck may be over several ridges and he needs to hear you a quarter mile out. You're gonna have to blow it louder. So many guys sit there and they'll... And yes, that's a great call to use, especially when one is within 100 yards, but volume is the most important factor. Lastly, I just want to say this. Calling to a deer is a lot like bass fishing. Once you have them on the line, don't give them a chance to shake that lure. If you have a buck looking at you from 100 yards away, call to him. Don't be afraid, right? You got a bass on? What does your dad always say? Keep the line tight, don't let him shake it, because I promise you that buck can lose interest. There's nothing wrong with calling to a deer that you're looking at, and he doesn't know where you are. Give him a call. Keep that line tight and keep him drawn in.